All right, gang, we're covering a question I got. Doing the straight armbar from closed guard. One of the most common frustrating things you'll face, or counters you'll face from your partner, is they move their head back to center to try to stop you. So when we're doing an armbar from closed guard, what are we trying to do? We're trying to get their elbow somewhat in our center line. We're trying to make an angle to attack the armbar. A lot of times we'll tell students, like, get your head off to the angle enough that you can see the ear. And then I try to throw my leg over his head for the armbar. The student was saying that as they did this, yeah, son of a gun does that. He brings his head and shoulders. He can't just bring his ear to his shoulder. That's not enough. He's got to bring his head and shoulders to the left. So as we're trying to do that, he stops it. All right. A lot of times we do frames and different stuff to hold their head in place, but you're not always strong enough to be able to do that. If you're not strong enough, hopefully you're mobile enough to follow. So let's rotate it around. You may underhook the leg. That helps people a lot with this, or you may not. You could do it as you like. I'll do it without. So as we're bringing them over to here and we drag across, we make our angle. As I'm coming over to the side, I let him bring me over. And I come to the Russian. Arm lock one. If I can't finish it, I bring him over on top of me. You can't see this with a terrible angle. To arm lock two. So whenever they drive their head and shoulders back to trying to center with us, use the leg that's under the armpit to help bring you over, and you're going to keep going in that direction. So we got it, broke down the center. We started climbing up. Maybe I'm going right to the height. He's rolling over, so I roll over by pulling my right leg across his armpit. I keep coming over to the side. Arm lock one, but if he were to roll out, I catch him to arm lock two. The trick here is to move. Don't fight and try to hold him in place. Use the leg that's on the armpit to lift your hips up, the one that's along his lats. As your other trail leg, the one that's trying to go over the face, advances. If they're slow to move, you're going to get an arm lock before you ever roll face down. If they're not, if they're yielding, you're going to roll. A lot of times you'll see you got to go all the way over to what a lot of times we call spider leg. So let me show those parts. When I'm here, if my leg goes faster than his arm, this is the leg that's lifting me. His body drives us. If this leg goes faster, it'll hurt his arm. So we're here, he goes, I go with him. Arm lock one. We can also force the roll to the second arm. But in any case, whenever we're trying to whenever we're trying to do our straight armbar and they're driving their head back to the center, just roll with it, lift your hips and turn over, and you'll see you're gonna get a lot of fast taps.